Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got people here. Grady D, Karen K, and Pastel Dreams. Hello, hello. Good morning.
Huh. Mine says private chat. Interesting. Okay.
Private chat.
It's all right. I use my phone for the chat. Not a problem.
All right, that's what I'm doing too today. Gonna use my phone. Well, hello everyone coming in. Good morning, good morning. And I started steaming on cue. Like before I hit go live, there was no steam. Started steaming
Hang
on
on a
cue.
minute.
Like before I hit go.
There we go. Now I am on mute on my phone. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right.
There is some people here. Good morning, everyone.
Yep. Lori Gray is here. Hello, and Latoya. The crew has shown up.
Granny D. Good morning, Karen. All right. Wow, I got my cup, so grab a cup. Join
Yep.
us.
And if it's too hot for a cup, bottle of water will do.
And a hook, right?
I can't do it. I can't multitask.
I might do a little today. We'll see. We'll see. I
Oh,
do I do have one thing to say before we do our intro.
all right.
Anyone who is on the fence about coming on the show, don't be afraid. We have incentives today. So if you come on the show, your name will be entered into a drawing to win some yarn.
And hold on, sorry.
And a 3-pack here of Red Heart, and it is gorgeous colorway. So that'll be talked about several times throughout the show. And Kim has something too.
We have another tea subscription box. I think there's like 5 different types of tea. Some will be loose leaf, and it has like the little bags to use. If for the loose leaf, and some will just be regular tea bags, but it's like a tea sampler box. So that is going into the draw for uh, part of the giveaway for people who come on the show today. We will do a drawing.
All right. That's going to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the questions I have you ever seen a coffee club like that? Tea club?
No, I think it's. I haven't. I'm sure they exist, but I think it's too. I think it's cheaper to do tea.
Okay, I'll look some other day and let you know if I find one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and outline the show today. We do our show in segments. However, if you come on the show, you can show whatever you want to talk about, and you can show them several times. Like you can show several items all at once. We are going to start out with hooks in progress, favorite stitches, and then hooks handmade classics. Then we'll talk about our new make along. It's not a new one, it's an annual one.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll go on to Kim's favorite, stitches shenanigans, finishing stitches, and hooks happening. So if you have anything going on in the community and you want to share that with us, please do. We like to shout out everyone's make-alongs. So go ahead, Kim, and start the show.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful community. I'm Kim, the crafty nomad from the West Coast. Good morning.
And I'm Christy from Crochet Creations on the East Coast. Good morning.
Guys, we are so glad that you chose to join us today. We know you could be doing anything with your time, and we're grateful that you decided to spend these couple of hours with us this morning. We like this to be a safe place for people. It is your place for chill, chat, and craft. As Chris always says, grab a cup, relax, get a project, get ready to come on the show. Again, we have prizes today for that. And just join us. This is all about a community. And can you believe we've been doing this for more than a year? It's amazing.
I know, having a stitch in time, a second annual stitch in time. Can you imagine?
Isn't that funny?
I can't. That's great. Yeah.
I think I have a hope of actually finishing this one. I finished the. Wait, no, I didn't.
It's not, that's not important. It's the process. I'm telling you, it's the process.
That's right.
Yeah. Speaking of process, hooks in progress is something that's usually not done. You have any to show?
I do. Well, you know, I'm still on the giant. You see all my giants in the back. See the giraffe and all that. See my jellyfish. I'm still on the giant track. So
Wow, I love that one jellyfish. Oh, actually, I love both of them. They are so cool.
so fun. So fun.
How big are they? Are they at least like a foot tall from
Yeah,
head?
yeah. More than that. Yeah, because of some of it, like the one that's right there.
Uh-huh.
The tendrils are really long. You see, that's the bottom of the one that I did, and then yeah, they're pretty big. And that one you can't barely see the bottom, but it's such an easy, quick pattern. If you wanted,
I gotta talk about the jellyfish for 2 seconds. I saw the proper pineapple. Holly, she posted her first video in several months, and apparently she is back in Michigan, and she is doing a jellyfish, and she's making the pattern. This jellyfish has to be about 12 inches across.
Oh wow!
Body is big. And it made me think of you. And she has several of the tendrils done. They're just not sewn on. And she used like 3 or 4 different kinds of yarns to make the tendrils with. And one of them was that scarf yarn that we didn't know what to do with. And so it makes the ruffle. Yes.
Yeah. I think that would be actually, what a great idea, because I even when you mentioned that, I immediately thought of eyelash. And it just makes those tendrils look way more interesting when you put different textures of yarn, which I would be more apt to do if I was doing it with number 4 weight. But with this blanket yarn, it was the best thing was to just stick with the blanket yarn. Plus, I'm just trying to use it up. So that's why this dude is he's so many weird colors, because it was whatever I had left over to make him. So
well, then again, you know, you can use just a little tiny bit of eyelash, a real small one, and pair it with something, and so then you'd have that different effect.
You'll have that texture. Yep. Wow. I actually bought eyelash yarn just for that, so I could use it to add for texture. Because I'm not a novelty yarn person at all. So
you always sit there and say, "What am I going to do with this?" But then if you give it away, you don't have it when you cut an idea.
Yeah. Like when I did the December daily last year, and I wanted some eyelash yarn for like some tassels, and I didn't have any. And Catherine, I don't know if she's here, but Catherine was nice enough to send me some, and I used some of hers in making ribbon tassels. And I was just like, let me just get a tiny little stash. So I got some. But anyway, I digress. I didn't bring my book over here, and I told myself before I started to bring the book that I got the pattern from. So I'm going to step and get it real quick so you can see what this thing is going to look like. But I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I'll say hello to a couple people then. Hi, Brenda and Teresa and Maribel. How is everybody? Yeah, Susie. Annette. Morning.
All right.
So we're going to see Kim's hooks in progress at the moment, and if you are interested in showing us, please look for the link in there and you'll be brought backstage, and then Kim will bring you on.
Hold on, did I even do it? I forgot to pin it. Hold on, let me put that in right now, people. Just before I get started, I will put that link in. I forgot to pin it to the top, but that's okay. We'll just keep putting it in.
Yeah, and don't forget, there's an incentive. So if you come on the show, your name will be entered into a big prize today.
All right. So here's the book. I got this book on for my Secret Santa, my my suite at my work always does a secret Santa. And we weren't sure how we were going to do it this year, but somebody was like, let's just all make an Amazon wish list. And we still did it. We did it on Zoom, and this was on my Amazon wish list. And my person got me that. Uh,
Wow,
uh,
that was great that they knew to get something like that.
yeah, cuddly amigurumi toys, 15 crochet projects. And I pulled it out because I still had one more giant to make. You guys know some of you guys might know, but my son gave me 5 balls of the blanket yarn, and it was 5 different colors. So there was no making a blanket with the 5 different colors. At least not for me. I didn't want to do that. And then so I decided to make amigurumi with these, and I'm trying to use all of them, and I'm on my last one. You can see some of my other efforts behind me, and that's all with yarn he made. Plus, I had to supplement. But I pulled this out. I initially wanted to make a different pattern, but I cannot find my pattern book. And rather than wait until I found it, I said, well, let me find a different pattern. So I'm making, this is, oh, I lost it again. Okay, hold on. Sorry. The name of the pattern is Carl the Cat.
Oh,
However, so it's a cat. It's Carl Fisherman and the Small Whimsical Fish, but I'm not making the fish. Okay. They don't really have a great picture of Carl either, the way they put this, because they put him on the crease. But this is Carl. And Carl was, I don't know why they did that. I don't like that they put the picture on the fold, but
and
anyway.
you only did one picture?
Well, all the rest of the pictures are, not the full cat, but here you go.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I said, let me go for it. Now, Carl is already pretty big. Like, if you do it with worsted weight yarn, he's going to be 12.5 inches with worsted weight. It's a decent size amigurumi. Well, okay, all that to say, here's Carl's. I know he looks kind of piggish, but that's the head.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
That's the head. And this is the yarn Jordan gave me.
Yeah.
The solid colors are the supplemental yarns that I got to make these things work. And then here is okay. Now Carl would have been actually this is Carla. Her name's gonna be Carla. Would have been further along, but I ran out of this color. Now this color is a baby blanket yarn in the colorway baby dove, and they don't have it anymore. And I think I got this in a carousel swap, so I only had one, and one pretty much took up both of these feet. Anyway, I had to order. I found it on eBay. I found it on Amazon. It was, of course, exorbitantly priced, but I ended up getting it on Amazon because it was just a bit better, a little like a couple dollars cheaper. So I had to stop working on Carla because I had run out. I mean, I could have kept going because I'm not finished with the body. I haven't gotten all the decreases done yet for the neck, but I just stopped. And now the yarn came. So, and I'm also running out of fiber fill, which of course, making giants, you use a lot of fiber fill. So that is the whip, my hook in progress that I want to share with you guys.
Yeah, I guess so. Holy cow. that is beautiful. Well, as you know, I have been thinking about Outlander because I have a make-along going on from now throughout the end of the year. And so I haven't made anything new lately, but I remembered that I had a whip behind me, and it is using the alpaca. Now, this alpaca yarn is only 20%, but I'll tell you what, you can see hair. You can see all the hairs. And this is a Michael's Loops and Threads. And it only has 86 yards in it because it's a 6. And I don't use 6 all that much. So why I got it was, number one, I tried a 6 last year, and it works up great in knitting. And so I have those Claire cowls that I want to make with it.
That'd be
And so,
pretty.
yes, this is the colorway. Well, it just says purple violet. Now, they had a bunch of these colors on sale for $3. So I don't know if they're clearancing them out or what. But I got green, and I got a couple other that are similar, not the alpaca, but the 6 from and Threads. And this one is actually the latest one that I got. This one's called Cozy Wool. And see, again, a beautiful purple colorway. And I did pay $3 a skein. So
wow,
not bad. These are 6, and I'm planning on using them for Claire cowls.
Very pretty.
90 yards. So
I love that color. And I love
this colorway is called and this has 50% wool. Where the heck's the colorway? Oh, berries.
Perfect.
So what I did was I took out my big needles for this 6, and this one is a 13, so it's a 9 millimeter. It's I think these are 24, but it doesn't seem to be, it's not mattering. It's so stretchy. So you put on 60 stitches, and you start knitting the 3 knit, 1 purl, and it comes out to have 15 of these waves.
Oh, pretty. That's
and then nice. Yeah, so then you just do it till you run out of yarn. And I think I'm going to probably do 2 whole skeins. It says about 14 inches, and I adjusted my my stitch count. So this is my stitch count. It's not what the book said. And I did this pattern in Just Knit before. Because you're working in the round, you can just potato chip, knit. But I decided to do a ribbing. So this one has 1 purl. And I think it's very pretty, and it's stretchy.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that color. I love it.
Yeah, it's very soothing, and you it's satisfying, because with these big needles, you do this much in like less than an hour, and you're like, wow, look how much I have done.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing about big fat yarn on big fat knitting needles. It's a beautiful thing.
But I don't like it in crochet. Can't stand it. Absolutely hate it.
Different.
So yeah, so this is my go-to for using up 6 bulky yarn, and I'll probably do that with all of them. I mean, yeah, there'll be different patterns, but there'll be the bulky cowls for my Etsy shop.
People will love those too. I think they will sell like hotcakes.
I hope so, and you won't have to charge much.
Yeah.
You could charge $20, $25. That's it. You don't need to go crazy.
25, no less.
Well, yeah, because you're talking, several. It'd probably be 14 inches.
Yeah.
And so they can roll it over. They can. Oh, you'll see.
Pull it up on their heads, which I used to love when I lived in Chicago, to have one of those things that I could pull up and cover my neck. I have Ravini in the back of the house. I'm going to bring her up, so she's entered to win the prize we showed you earlier.
All right,
coming on, guys. Don't let her be the only one competing. But I want to say hello to Brenda, to Dana from the Triple C and Joe Show, Teresa Hart, Crochet Every Day with Judy Shera is here. Good morning, Cynthia King. Linda Jean House is in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm sorry, I just highlight Dana's. I didn't mean to highlight. I try not to cover up everything, but thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. And now, without further ado, I'm going to bring up Ravini.
And Hi. Good to see you guys this morning. So I have a few progress. And the first one is
Oh, okay. Who is that now? The number Wonder Woman?
So he's going to be Link from that game called from the Zelda game,
I
Legend of
see.
Zelda.
Uh-huh. Heard
Yeah,
of
my
it.
daughter loves the game. So her uncle's birthday is coming up next Friday. So I'm trying, and he loves Link. He's obsessed with Link. So I'm like a birthday present. So this one is a little bigger than my usual little ones I make. So we'll see.
I love how it's coming out. Oh, wait. So you made did you make an aperture? I'm sorry. I got feedback.
What? What did you say?
I was saying, did you make, I'm having feedback.
She's having feedback. I'm not quite sure why.
Oh,
I have it too now. I don't know why.
Window.
Yeah, that's you. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Okay. So I have still have to make his outfit, and hopefully I'll be done because I have like 10 more stuff going on. I'm just crazy. And then lately I've been obsessed with wall hangings, and so I have this one,
I
and it's
love it.
a moon ridge sunset one. And from the same designer, I think she's called Love and Stitch Designs, and I'm making, this is another one of hers. So it's coming along. I still have to finish the fringes on the hanger. I don't have the hangers yet, so they're on hold.
My
And
God.
this one, testing this one. Right? So
They
from
are
that,
awesome.
I am from Divine Debris, one of her testers. So that's coming along. I don't have the other ones that I'm working on, but I also wanted to show you guys. I finished a blanket this morning, and I'm like in love. You see?
Ah, it's lovely. It's lovely.
And then I did my
Wow.
own border. So I love I don't know how to show the linen stitch. So that's one of my favorite stitch. So that's the border I did for this blanket. So there's that. I don't know if I'm gonna make a blanket like that anytime soon again. I'm not a blanket person, so Christy. Anyways, I'm glad I did it and I finished it. So
Yeah.
so I have to start my other project so I can, get in.
Is that for a gift?
Yes, I'm actually I made the set for a friend of mine's having a baby boy. She's an artist, so hopefully she, appreciate crochet items.
Oh, I think everyone does, don't you?
I hope so. No, I have some friends who are like, nah. I'm like, okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm excited for the rest of the show. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Okay, talk.
Ravini, it's her. It was her.
It had
something to do with the three of us together.
Yeah.
But Ravini, fantastic. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a whole lot of feedback, but your work is amazing as usual. And
she
check
has
out the
come
chat.
a long way, though. She's one of our very first guests, and she was on, I think, even the very first show.
I think so.
You notice how the background has changed, and she's got a yarn background. I love it. She moved since then too. She
bought a house. Yeah, she got a new house. That's right.
Yeah, she's become a very good friend. Yes,
she is just like when you look at her. If you zero in on her work, even if you don't zero in on it, you can still tell how impeccable her stitches are. That's why she's a great tester. I understand why people love to have her test, because I mean, I'm just not that good. Her stitches, I gotta admit, you know, I'm adventurous. I do a lot of things,
Well,
but she is so good. Her
well,
stitches are perfect.
what I'm shocked at is when you make one of those wall hangings and
Yeah.
you're the designer and you hand it over to someone and say, here, test it. That's a lot of work, because if there's mistakes, you've got to tell them.
Yeah.
You know, and wow.
Yeah, but she's the fact that she's a regular tester for specific designers just is a testament. She's great. She's just great at what she does. So
yeah.
Read all the chat, Ravinia. People are loving everything that you did. So thanks for coming on.
Yep. Anybody else?
Ravini is a great tester. Somebody, Life and Yarn Tangled asked who I was talking about. Ravini, but who? I think I'm saying her name right. But she's right there in the chat. So she's the one. I don't know who all she tests for, but she's fantastic.
Yeah. Anybody else in the back, or anybody else want to come on?
I don't have anybody right now, but I'm going to put the link back up again. Don't forget, prizes are at stake for the people. We're going to do a drawing for everyone who comes on the show.
Yeah, might as well just say something. Yeah, I've got some Gumdrop Red Heart here. Gumdrop. It is the gelato colorway. There are 3 skeins. This is a beautiful colorway. It's bright neon pink and green. And it is a 4 medium, I believe. Let me guess. Wait, where is it? Come on, Red Heart. Anyway, it's 204 yards. So you get 612 yards. So that's quite a bit. You can make a baby blanket out of that.
Totally.
Anything you want.
Anything you want. And then the assortment of teas will go along with that. For one person, you're going to get yarn and tea. So
yeah,
let's hope.
One from the East Coast, one from the West Coast.
Exactly. So thank you, Melissa the Wandering Goat, for coming in. New subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for being here.
Wow. So one thing I'm going to add here real quick is that Kim and I sent out a carousel box of Christmas ornaments. She made some, sent them to me. I made some. We made up a beautiful box. We wrapped all the ornaments up. We added teas. We added stitch markers. We added all these kinds of goodies. And we sent it out. And it's been to, let's see. It's been to the Ditmar Knittery. It's been to, where did it go second? To Left is Right Crochet, Sandy. And now it's gone to Miss Jill at the Fiber Floozy Crafts. And she has a video, and I have a playlist for all those. Now it's going to Terry at Yarn Joy podcast. So and she should have it by Monday.
That's awesome. So it's very exciting to watch. I love the videos that have been put up so far. It went to Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Wow.
I'm sorry, it did. Yeah, see, it's been around.
Yeah.
Been around.
Yeah.
And the next stop after Terry is going to land at Kim's house so she can play and get it back into, what it's supposed to look like. If it's a mess, I don't know. I don't think so.
No,
I think it's okay. But then we're going to send it all the way to Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah. So keep watching for those videos. We are, Christy already has a playlist, so you can check that out. I'll link her playlist in the show notes if you want to look at all of them. But the carousels, they can be so fun depending on, and so I feel like ours is a unique one. And there's another unique one going around too that we both participated in. And that was started by Terry from the Yarn Joy podcast. Another upcoming one, the one that we did with Terry is a crochet pattern book.
Well, there was some knit ones in there.
Yeah, knit and crochet pattern. So this pattern book, carousel swap. So you got to go through it, take out books you want and replace them. So I showed mine on the show on my actual podcast. But yeah, super fun ideas going on out there.
Yeah. So I had that and I just mailed it out Thursday and it's on its way. It's supposed to be at its next destination on Monday. So that will be interesting to see if she likes my book that I put in.
I know.
And maybe some other stuff that I put in because, of course, I, had to add.
Yeah. It's always fun to see when you're participating if people take the thing that you put in.
Yeah.
That's been super fun with the ornaments to see who took the ones I made. I'm guessing, because I didn't see yours, I'm guessing which ones are yours, and I've been right so far. So
yeah.
Well,
all right. Well, I'm going to go on to favorite stitches. That is one of my favorite stitches.
All right.
Is that carousel box. And my other favorite stitches is my squares. Oh, yeah. So I asked all of the creators on my channel to send me a square 8 inches in acrylic, and I don't care what pattern it is. And boy, have I got some crazy squares, and it's exactly what I wanted.
That's fun.
And I have I don't know. We were counting them the other day. I have a bag half full.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've been opening them up and I've been taking pictures of them. And that is, I think it's time to start doing some edging already.
Wow.
I really do.
That is super, super fun.
So I think I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet edging. So that it's a little bit open weave because then it'll set it apart from the squares.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I go to sew them together, I think I'm still going to do a little bit of open mesh.
It's gonna be really nice. I can't wait to see what that ends up looking like, and what's gonna happen with that once you put it all together.
Well, I plan on giving this blanket away. I know, but that was the intention. That is why I put the feelers out. So I'm going to take and make this blanket with as many squares as I can. And when I hit 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to just draw off. Anybody can win it. The only problem is if it ends up being someone that is international, they would have to pay for the shipping. So we will cross that bridge when we come to it.
When we come to it. Okay, sounds good. Well,
but if you make a square and you send it to me, your name gets entered into a separate creator drawing.
All right. Yeah. Incentive, guys. And those are 8-inch squares?
Yes.
Wonderful.
8 inches. Please make them in acrylic so that way the person that wins it can just wash it in the washer or in the dryer.
Yep. All right, guys. So there's a bunch of people who have come in. I wanted to say hi to Maribel is hooked. Ricola's Crochet Corner is here. I saw Life and Yarn Tangle. Thank you for coming in. Gigi the Crochet Queen. I didn't get to say hi to her, but she had to leave. Kim's Crochet and Knits is here. Hello, Miss Kim LaBelle. And Tracy Davis just walked in the door. So glad to have all of you here. Hopefully, I'm just trying to make sure I did not miss anybody. If I native win, I don't think I said hi to you, Margaret. It's good to see you. Yeah, I think I got most people. If I didn't, I'm sorry. We are so glad you are here.
Frida just showed up. So hi to Frida.
Hey, Frida.
If anyone is curious, if they want to know the color that I'm going to be using to crochet the squares together so that they don't clash, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
This is an off-white Pound of Love. So it's a cream colorway. I'm calling it antique white, but it's not real white. It's almost a cream, very faint. So if you do your square in all cream color, it's probably gonna clash. Just in case you wanted to know what color.
Okay. favorite stitches, to be honest, I didn't even think of one until this moment. And because you were talking about the border of your blanket. Wait, blanket? Were you talking blanket? Yeah, your border. And I thought of a stitch that I used on this guy that's a part of the pattern. Now the colors are not well, you can see it. I think you can see it. It's a I don't know if you can see it, but there's a spike stitch where the pink is coming down into the beige. It's
Okay.
hard. It doesn't contrast enough for you to see it, but
Huh.
I really enjoyed doing that spike stitch. At first, I was like, "What?" But I looked at because the way the pattern is written in the book, they don't tell you how to do the spike stitch. So if you've never done it before, thank God for YouTube, and Moogly had done a tutorial on the spike stitch. So I don't. Can you see?
I'm
It's
not sure.
they're so
I guess I
similar.
can see the bumps. I think
It,
that's
it
what we're
comes
looking
so
at.
it should. So it just comes down into the beige, and I really
Hmm.
like the effect of it. It's you do one single crochet on the normal row, and then you drop down 2 rows for the next one and do a single crochet and come back up, do a regular so you just drop down 2 rows instead of doing
Oh,
it right, and so it spikes down, and you
yeah.
get the colors like sort of intermingle like that, and I actually really enjoy that, and I think would be really cute on a border. When you were talking about it, I was like, ew, if I did a single crochet border like 2 or 3 rows and then came back with the last row with a spike with a very highly contrasting color, that would be a pretty border.
I remember somebody did a hat like that where they had these spike stitches and
Uh-huh.
they did them in almost like a mountain.
Uh-huh.
And I
Uh-huh.
didn't like it because it would catches on everything
Ah.
but that doesn't mean I could have been doing it wrong.
Ah.
I could have probably tightened it up a little. In fact, I did a blanket that had spike stitches on that made it look like it had leaves.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Leaves.
I can see that. I
You
can see that.
remember that? And
Yeah.
a couple of books had a leaf and
Yeah.
it did it. It kind of made it so it was 3-dimensional. But again, it can catch on so many things. Okay, so you do an acrylic blanket with a spike stitch and you throw it in your washer and it comes
Uh-huh.
out and it's pulled.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. See, I would probably I'll have to think about it, but I think with the single, because you can do it single, double, or half double. And when with the single, it might be, and if you don't drop down too low. So
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
you said
Well,
that. I'm
see,
glad
these they did it different levels
Yeah.
so that it would look like a leaf.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one was only 1 row down, 2 row down, 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very pretty when it got done.
I got a couple people in the back of the house.
All
I'm
right.
picking up Latoya right now, and then Granny B will come up next. Hey, Latoya.
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you.
Boy, it's
I'm
great to
good.
see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah. She went to the beach last week.
It was awesome. I loved it.
I'm sure.
But I don't have anything, any works in progress. But I do want to show you guys how I get my my projects ready to go, like to the beach or to work.
Okay.
Okay, so what I do, I just take any old regular bag, like canvas, whether it zips, ties, or whatever. And then inside that bag, I get my pencil cases. I got tons of these. And then I'll put my 2 different hooks because my hands get tired with this one. So I'll use the ergonomic. So those go into the pencil case. And then I also have a row counter that goes in there, a pair of scissors. I got a little case with some stitch markers, tape measure, the needle, the darning needle.
Yeah.
That's cute. How come I haven't had any of these items?
I know.
Where did you find
Get them
them?
for Christmas. So those go in there, and then that zips up. I have my yarn
Oh yeah, we got that one.
wool, and I
Uh-huh.
only use yarn when it's caked. I'm
Yes,
weird like that.
I'm gonna butt in. She hanks up everything. I don't
Wow.
care where she gets it from. The dollar store, she hanks it up.
I hanker hardly anything.
So that goes in there.
Nice.
And then on the outside, I put a binder clip
Uh-huh.
so I can put my stitch marker on it so I don't lose it.
Wow.
And
Okay,
then
this is some boss kind of stuff here. She's giving us great tips, guys.
yeah, use them. And so these two go inside the bag, and then on the and also the pattern. I also stick my pattern in there. But on the bag, I buy these badge holder thingies, and I use this a regular index card. On the index card, I'll write the name of the pattern, the hook size that I'm using, the day that I started it, and the colorway that I'm using.
Wow.
And so that gets attached to the outside of the bag with a zip tie.
Wow.
And so I got one right here. This one.
Oh, in the bag too. That bag is cool.
Oh yeah,
No.
make her pretty things.
That's really pretty.
That's a Michael's find.
Maker of pretty things.
Bag.
Is that what it says? Maker of pretty things?
Maker of pretty things.
Oh my
Love
god.
it.
I didn't see that at
She
Michael.
is a boss, guys. Latoya is amazing.
Well, she's a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That explains it all. Explains it all.
Organization is key. But yeah, all that goes inside the bag. So if I put the project down for like maybe a month, weeks at a time or whatever, I can just pick it up, read what's on the tag, and just get going. But I overbuy these hooks, so I always have hooks to spare. I just buy the cheap ones. I don't really care what brand it is, as long as it's not the flat. I don't like the flat Susan Bate ones.
Yeah, so you got to send me all of them. If you win them or find them, you send them to me. See?
I sure will. I will do that. I will do that.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate it. And you are in the drawing. Thank you, Latoya.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
And before I bring Granny D up, I gotta say hi to Joe, who is Dana's husband. Thank you so much, Joe, for coming in today. And I think I said hi to Frida already. I really appreciate you guys. And now we're gonna bring up Granny D. Let's see. There she goes.
Hi.
Where I am.
Are you in the store?
This place?
Joanne's?
No.
Walmart. Oh,
No.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
Oh, look at
I almost couldn't recognize.
I just went past the little tiny clearance spot where the yarn usually is. There's nothing but fabric. But I just recently found out at the Hobby Lobby closest to my daughter's where the general clearance stuff is. Did y'all know there was another clearance spot in Hobby Lobby?
I hardly ever go there.
Okay, well, it's totally across the store, like where the art supplies maybe are, and paints and stuff like that. So I found a couple of things. I found that roll with it sign that a lot of people have. It was like the metal yarn ball, and I didn't get that whenever, but it was 69 cents instead of $1 and whatever it was.
Wow.
So I got that, and I found a great book that had in 1995 for $1.91. So, you know,
Nice.
90% off. It was on rock painting, and I'm going to be giving that away in my live either today or tomorrow in the chat like y'all do. So, but what I'm working on at home is, I don't know if y'all know Bev from Ditmer Knittery. She's getting out and about more. Well, she's doing that felted bag, you know, so I've only tried to felt once before, and it was years ago, and I just did my own thing. It was a pair of slippers, and oh my gosh, they still would have fit the Jolly Green Giant when I got them. So that was a huge fail. So, but I got my wool, 100% wool yarn here, on the 75% clearance, and I also got enough for the crotchety clogger to do. So when we met up, I gave her hers. So yeah,
Nice.
we got our wool for $1.62 per skein.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
that's
awesome.
what I'm working on at home. I don't know why. Poor planning on my part. The last couple times y'all have been on Hook and Stitch Live, I've been out and about. So I said,
It's
well, I'm going to come
summertime.
on anyway. And I'm in what would be Christy's probably favorite place here because it's the baby yarn.
I
And
see.
Christy, I did not know about the baby Lulu or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So when you showed it, girl, I stocked up on that stuff during the clearance, and it is so.
There isn't any there today, is there?
No,
It's sold
gone.
out. That's
gone.
sad.
It
So that
is
means
sad.
it's not going to be sold anymore, I think.
Yeah, I guess they just. It was sad. I
It is.
Sweet Delight.
But, you know, I will share a couple skeins here and there throughout the year because I got lucky and I got yarn bombed a whole entire box.
I was
So
tickled.
I can never, ever thank her enough for that.
That was great.
The
So
two of them.
Christy is going to love that. But I didn't know about it before you told about it. So thanks for sharing. And I stocked up during the clearance. So.
Yeah, it'll last you a while if you just use it for edgings, but
Yeah, well, you know, I've got or maybe you don't, but I've got a couple of the reborn babies. I just had the one.
Yeah, so do I.
And I know a friend of mine is the one, and I really didn't want one to begin with, but she was kind of, I got this one, and you can do the payment plan, and she really wasn't near as, she's vinyl, not silicone, so she's not like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So.
Right.
And
right. They're still beautiful. Even, you know, what,
Yeah,
125, they're really nice.
Yeah, they really are. And they're great if you use them as models for your.
Yeah.
So I have to make some little dresses for, and I got a Native American doll just recently from the same gal. So.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So
Well, thank you,
Triple C loves her.
Oh, I have to see that one.
She's off to babysit.
Oh.
I might not ever see her again.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Say hey, and I love y'all.
All right. Well, thank you. You're in the drawing. Thank you for coming on. I got Karen K in the back of the house.
All right.
Like, here we go. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi. How are you? I don't have that many things to show, but I wanted to show you the hat that I'm making for July. I'm making July's hat. And it's all single crochet. You start with single crochet and round, and then at the end it's knitted, so you have like a roll cuff on the end.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Oh,
I've been working on it. Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? It's Lion Brand Landscapes yarn.
Oh, I love that.
I think I need to have that pattern, Karen.
Yeah, it's in magazine. You probably have a magazine.
Oh, okay.
It's in, oh no, it's Annie's Crochet Granny Square magazine.
Okay, well then we'll talk about it in private.
I will tell you. It's really nice.
It's really
nice
pretty.
Pattern.
The yarn is coming out knitting.
Thank you for getting me in.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on, Karen. You're in the drawing.
Bye.
Bye.
Adorable.
All
I
right.
said her that she'll share that with me in private, you know?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, everybody who's come on so far. Hey, Christy, I haven't written down any names. Are you writing them down?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know why? Because I want to give away this beautiful colorway. There's 3 of them. Someone's going to win these 2 items.
Yeah.
Yep. But we have other things going on today too.
We
So we're going
do.
to go out long and pop on to the next segment, and we're going to talk about Hook's Handmade Classics.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. What do you got? Anything?
All right. So well, I don't know if I should show this now. And oh yeah, do I have something? This is not really old. Well, it's old, and it's out of print, but it's not that old. I'll show something much older when we talk about our make along. But I wanted to bring this out because I think it's a gem, and I've shared it on either on my live or on one of my shows, but because I don't think you can find it anymore.
Oh.
I bought this when I was buying everything when I first started crocheting. And if you could, it's Disney.
The pillows, right?
Yes.
Look at that Eeyore pillow.
Yes, look at that. I'm trying to get it out the light glare. Yeah, there you go. You got Eeyore, you got Pooh, you got Tigger and Piglet. I haven't made any of these yet, but as I was going through my books, looking for things to give away in the carousel, I was like, oh yeah, I still have this. I gotta give one of these a try. But look they have the sort of the graph look. But it also has the line by line. Really, I think you have to use the line by line. I think this is just for placement sake, so you can know how to put the faces on and stuff. But this was published in 2004. I don't think it's in print anymore.
Probably not. I know a lot of the what do they call licensing things?
Yeah.
They could only do them for so long, or I don't know. They lost their contracts.
Okay. This is a Leisure Arts.
Is Leisure Arts still printing things?
Well, I don't know if they're making new stuff, but you can they still have a website where you can get their stuff.
Right, but I think that's just
old things that
whatever's left. Yeah. If they did 10,000 or whatever, they still have some. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love Eeyore too.
Yeah. So this is Leisure Arts, and it was number 3686. You may be able to find it on eBay or something, but I know I'm not letting mine go because it's,
Anytime we show old magazines, you really should Google it because it will come up both the eBay and the Etsy. It could be anywhere and marketplace, and that way you have your choice if somebody's selling it for more than somebody else's, or if it's beat up a little bit more than someone else's. It'll give you several choices. And I think Amazon does it too. If you Google something or search something on Amazon, it'll say, like books anyway, it'll say this is the book and this is several others that are selling it too.
And I think actually Lori Gray has something in this same family. It's not these, but it's a Disney Leisure Arts Pooh thing, but because I think we talked about this before. But I think she has something similar. I don't think it's exactly this one though. And I don't know if she's still here. She was here earlier, but she might not be here anymore.
Chera says Leisure Arts still does make magazines, but I want to see something that's publication to 2021.
2021,
Yeah, I would like to see. I don't own anything, but some of the ones that are in Joann's and stuff that might be Leisure Arts, I don't think they're 2021. See what I'm saying? I don't know. But hey, Dana.
Yep, Dana's here. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Lori said she's here. She's listening.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What was I gonna say? Somebody said something interesting over here, and I forgot what it was I was gonna mention. But anyway, thanks everybody for being here today. And if I didn't say hi.
32 we have. Yes.
And then here's the link again. If anybody, don't forget, if you just got here, we are giving away we're going to do a draw for the people who come on the show today. So whatever, Latoya was super creative. She didn't have anything in any of our categories, but she came and gave us some good information. So,
Yeah, because I happen to have picked a colorway that she has to have it. And this was donated by somebody, by Jacoba, I believe. Anyway, I have a little bin of donations that I've been getting for people who want to help out. And I do so many make-alongs and so many lives and so many this, that sometimes people just say, hey, here's something for you to use if you want. And this is very bright colorway, so I'm glad to share it.
Lovely. Hey, Angela Young, Lori, I'm glad you're here. Don't you have something like this, Lori? You have something similar, I think, right, Lori? Let me know.
My contribution today to this segment, Hooks Handmade Classics, is another classic book by Annie's Attic this time. Mm-hmm. Now, this one I got in my box from Nancy, and it is marked 2000. But the reason why I'm sharing it isn't because it's marked 2000 and it's 20 years old. No. I'm sharing it because of the front of the book. Are you ready for this? Anybody who has had a grandmother that had a guest room may have seen something like this in their guest room.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Look at that spread. Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, that is gorgeous. But it's also gives you that old-fashioned vintage vibe, doesn't it?
It really does.
So there are 6 blankets in here, and that's the only one that looks like that. Let me see what they are. It is suggesting here. Okay. So this one is. It's made in terry spun.
Oh wow! What in the world?
Are you serious right now? Terry spun was a Lion brand yarn that I had a couple. I do actually have something that is a old languishing whip in a terry spun, a green marled colorway. It is so soft, feels like a terry cloth towel.
Wow!
And I do need to pull that out and finish it someday. It's just like a baby something or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is crazy. Can you guess how many yards you need?
I don't even want to. 2,600 yards.
Oh Lordy, lots more than that.
Oh Lord, no, thank you.
First of all, only 3,840 yards of the white. 72 by 108 is the size, and they're using white, pink, green, red, yellow, lavender, and blue. So 120 yards of each of the other colors.
That's too much for me. I bow down to people who make that kind of stuff.
I just had to share that with you.
I love it.
It's a bouquet of flowers with a big red ribbon. So, yeah.
Man, I guess, if we still lived in a time where there was no other media and you would fill your time doing this kind of stuff, then you could knock out that kind of stuff. Too many other things grabbing my attention.
Yeah. Well, you've got to say to yourself, if this is overnight or evening project, or is this an ongoing yearly project?
Yeah.
It's all in what you set your mind. If you don't mind doing. Now this looks like it's got a section of white that you actually do side to side, and then after that the border is a good section. I mean, like almost a foot. Looks like it to me. I didn't read the pattern, but it could be. I don't know. We'll have to read it someday, but that is Pretty cool. It almost looks like there's something up here on the pillows. See that right there? I can't see it there as well as I want to, but I can read it later.
Well, that's super cool. Over in the chat, Shara Googled Leisure Arts, and she said they made a calendar. They didn't make any kind of other publication this year, but they did make a crochet calendar this year.
Oh, okay. Well, I did get a calendar in my Christmas present from Stephanie, and I didn't look to see if it was a Leisure Arts or not, and it's not far away.
Huh.
Let's see if it is. Annie's.
Okay. Yeah, different. Well, Lori Gray says she does have a Leisure Arts book, but it's Pooh and Friends, and hers is actually amigurumis, like stuffies. So it's something similar to mine, but hers is the actual animals and mine's is the pillow. So very cool. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was wonderful. Anybody want to come on up? We've got about 5 or 6 people in this drawing so far. So those are some good odds.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next make along. We are doing again a stitch in time. Yep. What does that mean? A vintage make along runs from July 1st to September 25th. Why? Because we're going to draw our grand prize winners on the show the next time. Yep. So we had to shorten it about 5 days so we could do that. So you have from July to September 24th to get your finished projects in. Now, if you put up some pictures of your whips, I might just draw from them. I'm not going to draw from them today, but that's because I have other things to do.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Well, wonderful, wonderful. I actually have progress, to show on my vintage project.
Okay.
Can you believe it? And
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be shocking, but no, I have a hope of finishing this one because it's in my wheelhouse. And so Angela Young shared a pattern with me. It's called Annie Potter Presents, and it is called the Bonnie Belinda doll. And I can't tell. It's old. I can't tell exactly because I can't find this anywhere. I tried to Google it because I had a question, and it's really challenging because people have progressed in the way that they write crochet patterns now, and so you try to read one of these vintage ones, you're like, what is it really? That complicated? But let me just show you the cover. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. Cupid doll.
Yeah. And then it's
oh my gosh.
All these different options. Now, because of the way this is written, I don't know which one of these I'm trying to figure out which one am I actually making, because it has a basic pattern for certain parts and then you add, and that's how you change it. I think personally this little thing is kind of creepy. That's a little creepy for me. I'm not making that.
Kim, you don't even like my Olivia doll because you say she's creepy.
You know what? I love all of you guys and your reborn dolls. They creep me out a little bit. Angela Young actually makes reborn dolls as well. They creep me out not because they're ugly. They are too realistic, and they creep me out. They look like it's just too realistic. I can't handle it. But anyway, Angela not only sent me the pattern, she also sent me the faces. So here's how far I've gotten.
Oh yeah,
that's the basic. And you fill her like this is the inner part of her, and then she's gonna have her bonnet on and all of that. So all of that is done in pieces. Mm-hmm. But I for the first time ever, I used not fiber filled, because I had to call Angela. I'm like, they're telling me to put beans in this thing, and I don't really want to put beans in this thing. And but they have the pellets. You can get the same people that make the fiber fill, they make these pellets. And that's what I use. Or after talking to Angela, that's what I ended up using. And I'm, of course, using one of my favorite colorways here. It's not a vintage colorway, but I guess it's called Retro Stripes. So I guess it's supposed to be kind of, but this is like Red Heart yarn striped that I was like.
So you're bringing the Cupid doll into the new century.
Yeah. So
using the colors.
There she is. So hopefully, you know, by the time we finish this, she will be finished, and
she probably will
see how she looks. Cause she's not that big; it's not a lot of work, so I think I'll get it finished.
But it's something that you like to do in your, you know,
it's in my wheelhouse for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I think you're right. You probably will.
Yep.
The poly pellets is what it's called, and I think that I like to see them in like fireplace sitters. You make it with the long legs, and then they sit on their butt, and their little legs hang down.
Yeah, yeah.
How cute they are! I love fireplace sitters.
Yep. So though that is what I'm working on for this make along. If anybody else wants to come up, what are we considering vintage while we're waiting to see?
Well, first of all, if you have a pattern that you found in your stash that's over 20 years old, so in the 1900s, it can be 1900 or 1999. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But if it looks like it's vintage, like if it has a pineapple, you know, pattern, or if it's a granny square blanket, that's considered vintage.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So I'm doing a lot of vintage things. I'm doing a pineapple blanket, but if you're doing this one with me, you cannot enter it in a stitch in time. It has its own post. If you are watching me put together my squares, then you could consider this yeah, and you know what? I might be able to get this put together by September 24th, maybe.
Wow.
I don't know.
I mean, some people already have theirs put together, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
The pineapple one? Oh, no. Yeah, I'll never do that before. But my granny square, I might.
Oh, okay.
Ish. Okay. I don't know. What else could you use? You could bring out some old yarn that's vintage yarn.
Yarn.
But the other thing is that you can use any craft.
Yep.
Kim did use a type of craft with a doll, and we have had bed dolls that people have brought on the show, and I did bring a couple on, not as big, like not the big huge ones that used to lay on the bed, but I mean similar types where you could stand on a doll stand and maybe make, you know, like Gone with the Wind, you know, dresses. That is a vintage dress.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. You know, the ideas are endless. They really are.
Yeah, it could be a newer pattern, but written in a vintage style. Like somebody can make a flapper hat that they just designed, but it's flapper, you know, it's from the 20s. So
yes.
But yeah, different ideas. I wanted to say hi to Bev, who just walked in the door. Thanks for coming in. Lori, tell Bruce I said, what's up? Thank you for greeting me, Bruce. Always good to hear from you. I love it when you guys' husbands come on. Like my husband, I always try to keep him off because he'll come in and try to take over my show. Oh man, but thanks guys, everybody, for coming in. So I put the link, the link to come in the back is pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to come on, looks like Denise Hoffman is in the back of the house. We're gonna bring her on.
All right. Well, don't forget, you get a chance to put your name in to win some tea from Kim and some beautiful yarn from me if you come on the show today. So we're gonna We're gonna welcome on Denise.
Come on, Denise. Good to see you. Oh, there she goes.
Hello.
I got a little Princess Leia doll I'm working on.
Oh,
Good.
I can't get her hair to go right. There we go. Anyway, it's a Princess Leia doll
uh-huh.
for a gift.
Yep.
And then I got this wrap that I've been working on for my mom.
Ooh.
That looks pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Colorway.
What?
Yeah, that's that Karen Jumbo Ombre. I just think the colors are beautiful.
Wow.
It is. It's gorgeous.
All right.
Wow. Thank you.
I got it. Before she leaves, I just have to ask her one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched all the last Addictions for the last couple, maybe
Uh-oh.
2?
I watched the last one.
I think you gotta watch
that
the
might
one
be
before.
That
Oh,
might
I
be
will
a
do
hint.
that as soon as we're done here.
Might be a hint. Hint, 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 hint.
Yes,
Wink,
I will
wink.
go.
I love all of my followers. They are just so funny.
Thank you so much, Denise, for coming on.
Oh my gosh.
All right, see you guys.
All right, bye, Denise. I just, when, as soon as you said it was Denise, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah,
Oh,
she was probably on vacation. I don't know, but
it's the summer.
she'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, we were talking about that before we came on. It's just the summertime. People are out and about. The world opened back up. So people are out and about. Lori Armstrong got in the house. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Kim,
Howdy do. She's been busy with Fiber Floozy.
Yeah, the new moderator over there.
Yeah.
And Kim from Affordably Crafty. Welcome. It's good to see you. Who else? We said hi to Dana. We can say it again. I think we got everybody.
All right. So I just want to bring out my Stitch in Time make along item that I did last year.
Oh, let's do it.
That's right, because I didn't work on it very much. So I can use it for every year until I finish it. Because I'm not in the contest. I'm just hosting, right?
Right, exactly.
So,
you can't win.
If you have any idea what I'm talking about, you will know that I am using up scrap yarns. Now, I'm not a scrap yarn person, but this worked out. And so why I think it worked out is because when you do this Navajo pattern, which is a pattern that has a front side and a back side. So you're going to start a piece of yarn at the one side, work your pattern, and then you're going to cut it. So it works out great for scrap yarns. And this is the next color that I'm going to add in.
Ooh, is that some that's some of that jacquard, right?
It is. It's what's left over from my hats, and more hats, whatever month it was. So I figured this is perfect to use on the blanket because it's going to give it different colors. And I did do about 3 rows with some other that had enough, but then I did some that I didn't do 3 rows. So here is your Navajo pattern. And I do have...
Oh, love it.
And I know a lot of people were thinking about doing this with me, and they stopped because it's a lot of work. And to me, I probably have a lot of patience, but I'm also not in a hurry to be done. It's a scrap pattern. So that is my Stitch in Time. That's going to take me another 5 years to do.
That's all right. But it's so beautiful.
It is definitely coming out to be what I wanted it to be. And just throw in a color, whatever you have in your bag, and go with it. Now, my outside border is a Hobby Lobby yarn that is probably discontinued, but I bought a couple of them. It's like a purple and gray variegated. And I'm using that gray colorway for the middle of the diamond. So when you get to a middle, you put in your main colorway. on the, so it's like 20 row repeat. And when you hit that 20th row, you put in your one color of your main color, and you do it again on the middle diamond. So then you wouldn't use it very much, and you would just use it for your outer edge. So when I get to be big enough to fit the bed, then I'll use it for my outer edge again.
Love it. Love it.
So yeah, so that is back out of hiding.
Well,
it's never been hiding. It's been sitting right here on this chair the whole time.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see that the day that comes when it's done. I mean, because it's already gorgeous. So I can't imagine what it's gonna be like when we see the full thing. So we got HD in the house. Welcome in, HD.
Hello, Handmade Designs.
Miss Tina from Crafts by D Rose just walked in the door. Thank you for coming in, Miss Tina.
You have 34 here, Kim.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I am grateful for every single one of you guys for coming in. Nana, Kathleen B. Crochet, thank you for coming in. I hope I didn't miss anybody else, but if I did, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate all of you guys.
I just pulled out one of my pins that says Hook and Stitch Live because I'm going to add that to something in just a minute here.
Okay. All right.
Does anybody else want to show us any of their vintage that they started? I know I see a couple people have started.
Or anything you want to show, we welcome you on Crochet in Agreement. Hey, thanks for coming on Crochet in Agreement. It's good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. I get that. All right. So if you want to come, you can show anything. You can show whips, which we call hooks in progress. You can show us things you finished, which I don't have anything like that. So sorry about that. All right. So we are actually have Miss Tina from Crafts by D Rose coming on the show to share some of her projects with us.
Oh, wow.
And happy belated birthday to Miss Tina. Hi, Tina.
Hi.
Y'all, how you doing? I'm just working on my show hat. This is the show hat that this is the hat that I wear on my show. And I'm making another one, making it for supposed to be gonna sell it. But I always use this hat to say,
yeah.
One good eye.
I love it, Tina.
One good eye, y'all. One good eye. So, it's just a joke hat. It's a hat for me to tell a good joke with. And I love it. So I'm making another one. And I got another one going. That is just got the green and the red in it.
Yeah,
so
that looks like a real tiny stitch. Is that real tiny thread or?
This is the number 10.
You thread.
Yeah, it's thread. Yeah.
Tina.
Yeah,
I was thinking it was
a lot of work. It's a lot of work. See, it's a lot.
It's your jam though. That's Tina's jam though. Tina's good at that kind of thing. I'm not good at. She makes beautiful earrings. She's good at it. So
I love my little thread. I got some embroidery work. Let's see, where my embroidery at? I got some embroidery. I do embroidery too. I do all kinds of every size needle that God made. I can do it.
You got it. You use it.
I can use it all. But it's like, okay, yeah, you can use it, but do you got enough time to do it all?
That's the issue.
I don't have enough time to do everything that I like to do. I have to, like, okay, somebody else know how to do that. Let them do that over there.
Yeah. We gotta pick and choose.
Yeah, you gotta say sometimes you gotta say, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Let somebody else do it. Let them enjoy it. And you just, that's why, you just say, no, that's all right. I'll do this. Because
Uh-huh.
can't nobody else do this.
Right.
But if somebody else can do it, let them go on and do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get some of your light work out of your way.
What you got there, Tina? Show us that. I got somebody else
Okay.
in the back of the house, so.
Okay, so I got the Lord's Prayer and the Serenity Prayer.
Oh, look at that, guys.
Oh,
Her work is amazing. Tina's work is aming.
Yeah,
Love
got
it,
beautiful.
Tina. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Guys,
and I got the Serenity Prayer. I love embroidery. And
Oh.
this is something that a lot of people don't take time to do.
yeah, I know.
So I just
Exactly. And that's vintage. So that's right down. Yeah.
I love it, Tina. Thank you for coming on. Now, Tina, guys, Tina has her own channel, Crafts by the Rose. She goes live quite a bit during the week. Please support her. She just had a birthday, so say happy birthday to Tina in the chat.
Happy birthday.
I thank you so much, Tina, for coming on.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Share my
Yeah.
work.
Thank you. And you are entered in the contest to win. You can, everybody who's coming on is going to be put in a drawing to win tea from me and yarn from Chris. So it's one winner is going to get both things. So you are officially in the drawing. So thanks for coming on, Tina. Even though she just came on out of the goodness of her heart. So
wow, girl, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going back down in the chat.
Okay, we'll see you over there.
You.
And I got Pastel Dreams in the back of the house I'm gonna bring up. I think she's coming there. Going a little slow there. Let me try it again. Something went wrong. I think she looks frozen here. I'm gonna try it one more time. Oh, can you hear us, Annette? Let me give you another link. You can try it. It's not working for whatever reason. Try to go out and come back in, Annette. In the meantime, we'll see. I can't get her. She's frozen even. Oh, wait. She's moving now. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hello. Welcome in.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi, Annette.
Yeah. So great to see you.
Oh, dang.
Just keep talking. Everyone else froze a couple times too. So Granny P did. Yep. Keep talking.
It's
in
and out.
It's not gonna work. Darn it.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Try again.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay. It's probably not you. It's just the internet.
Try again a little bit later, maybe. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry about that. Annette.
Rebooting the whole system sometimes.
Yeah.
And it stinks because we're doing a contest. So
let me see. She's gonna try to come back in.
Okay.
Right now she's kind of looking okay. There. Talk. I see you.
Okay, I'm talking.
Let's try. Keep trying.
I think it's bad, so maybe my iPad is messed up.
It's getting better.
But you can see me?
Yes. We can hear you too.
If you can
Just
see
keep
me, I'm
talking.
just going to hold my stuff up.
All right.
It's for the cuddle along. Okay.
Okay.
Here's a hat.
Yes. See, it's working. It's stalling, but it's working.
Booties. Here's the stuffed animal. It's a little by my face.
And there's a sweater.
Everything matches so nice.
Caterpillar on it.
Oh, look at that. Look at the caterpillar applique. Very nice. I love
And
it.
here's my
Love it.
blankets. Okay.
Oh,
I hope that
love
You know that.
the blanket.
I'm sorry the sound is messed up.
But you did it. We saw
Okay, I'm
everything.
good.
Thank you. We saw it all. So you're in the drawing, and that you are officially in the drawing. We saw everything. So sometimes the internet just does not cooperate, but she persevered and we saw it all. So she's in.
Yep.
She's in the drawing.
Awesome.
What's next?
I'm gonna suggest we go on to Stitch's shenanigans.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
I know you love it. You love it.
I do.
That's you make these little things for us to give away.
Yeah.
You know, you've done all kinds of stuff, and I'm gonna give one of these away in just a minute. So
nice.
don't go away, anybody.
Don't go away. Christy's gonna give something away. Now I don't have anything made, but I do have something that's on the horizon, and I don't know how I got hold to this idea. I think it might have been because Vicky from Gotcha Hooked, she makes polymer clay. Not only does she make polymer clay hooks, she also makes writing pens covered with polymer clay. Now I can't do that. I'm like, I tried the hooks. I did okay. I'm not that great at it. Granny D's pretty good at it. I'm not, but I came across these. I don't have a pink one, but I came across these beaded, these pens that you can bead. So basically, you can take this apart and you just put beads all along here. I haven't done it yet because I just got these in the mail.
My gosh, that is so weird.
So you take like beads like this.
Oh my gosh.
And you string it on. So next time I'll show you guys. I will actually make one in time for me to show you guys. But it's the simplest, easiest craft, I think, because you're just going to pick coordinated beads and put them on, and you got a unique little project.
Yeah, and the girls, like, you know, girls that are starting to learn how to write in, 9-10 years old are gonna love that.
Love the beaded pens. Yeah,
they can give it to each other in their birthday parties that they go to.
It would make a really cool birthday party activity, wouldn't it? Like a little girl's birthday party, super easy.
Yeah.
Bunch of beads, bunch of pen blanks, and
everybody gets a pen to take home.
Everybody gets a pen to take home. Totally perfect.
That is perfect.
So that's my shenanigan that I wanted to share. I haven't started it yet, but I do have the supplies.
Well, as you know, I am doing a Christmas in July make along. And so I'm doing a shenanigan there. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to show it tomorrow morning. But I have to tell you, I am definitely suffering from CRS. And you all know what CRS is.
Okay. Nope. Okay, well.
And the reason why is because now we're talking about shenanigans. Our shenanigans went on for the second quarter. You could make whatever you wanted to. And I and Kim gave away all the grand prizes. So I thought.
Uh-oh.
Guess what I didn't give away? The pom-pom book.
Oh, yeah.
Remember. Yeah. Now I want to give it away right now.
All right.
I want to give it away right now.
All
so
right.
If you're watching, you can win this pom-pom book, and you can make all these crazy animals out of pom-poms. And I mean, there is a lot of animals in here. So what I wanted to do is mark the chat, and I'm going to include one of the Hook and Stitch live pins. So I'm going to tape it inside of the book so that it gets mailed together. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark the chat right now. And Kim is going to ask, she's going to set the timer for a minute. And then she's going to ask that lady on the shelf over there to pick a number. And hopefully, if everyone is on the same page, so I'm going to ask you to comment pom-pom. Comment pom-pom if you want to win this book, the pom-pom book. So go ahead. You've got a minute.
All right. Alexa was giving me trouble this morning. She may not work, but I'll figure out a different way. Sometimes she's like temperamental.
It says it has all these projects. All of those. Kim, look at.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of projects. That's a great book.
Well, somebody asked me if it tells you how to make pom-pom making essentials. It does tell you how to make. It talks about different yarns to use, how to felt if you use wool felting. So, and it gives you all kinds of instructions about tools, floral pins that you have to use. Yeah, I don't make amigurumis myself. Thank you very much. And but it also tells you how to do the ears and to color the ears and things like that. Yeah, this is a really informative book.
All right, that's it. We're gonna put another mark in. It's done.
Okay, mark the chat again, Chris. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we gotta count. And hope that Alexa's gonna work. Let's see. 1, 2. Wait, where's Chris's mark? Okay, there's Chris's mark. Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What's happening? 13, 14. I got 14. Anybody else? Oh, somebody got 15 or 16. What
I got 16. Yeah, I got 16.
16. Okay, I'm going with that. And I have Lori in the back of the house. As soon as we finish this, we'll bring Lori up. No, you know what? This girl, like, she's not going to work because I can see Alexa. Yeah, no, she's not working.
Wow, she went to sleep? She's asleep?
She's like,
please try a little later.
Listen, she got sense enough to say she's having trouble understanding, but she can't, do what I'm asking her to do. So I'm like, I'm sick of her. Anyway, I got the random here on the phone. And it's between 1 and 16, right?
Yes.
Generate. So it's going to be number 6.
Number 6. See if we can agree on this one.
Number 6 is the number. And let's see. Go back up to the first mark. Where's the mark?
I got someone's name. I don't know if you have the same one.
I can't even. I'm lost. Sorry, I went up too high. Okay. All right. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who did you get?
Tracy Davis.
Me too. Tracy Davis is the winner.
So Tracy Davis needs to send me a message sometime in the next week, and it is csterner9112@gmail.com or through Messenger. That's fine. And I will get this out to you. Perfect. Wonderful. Congratulations. Right. Let me write that down.
When you mail out books, do you use media mail?
I do.
Perfect. All right, here we go. I just want to put that out there, guys. If you're mailing books, use media mail. It's going to take a little longer, but it's so much cheaper. Books can get really heavy, so use media mail. Boom. All right, that's my PSA. Here comes Lori. Hi, Lori.
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on my phone, and I haven't done my phone on StreamYard before, so I wasn't sure if I had everything set up right.
Okay.
So what I've been busy doing, Christy, is getting totally sucked into Outlander now. I've just watched it till like 2 or 3 in the morning, 3 different times now.
Yeah. You're
that's
welcome.
What I've been busy with.
You're welcome.
Thanks. It's a really addictive.
Yeah.
Really good. So speaking of Outlander, I wanted to show you my shawl, or not shawl, poncho. Let's see if I can get it in here. You won't see my face anymore.
Ooh, I love that.
And I did this
love that.
Crochet along for a different channel. I'm thinking I enter this in the Outlander. Does this fit your Outlander?
It looks like it would, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you can do things from the bot along or from, you know, anybody else's channels. Just if I have 11 items, or 11 make-alongs, then you have to make 11 items. That, you see what I'm saying? You can't make something from my challenge to another. But other than that, you can.
Gigi, the crochet queen, she's been doing Saturday make-along things, so I did it with that.
Yeah, I it's hard for someone who runs a channel, is many things going on, to watch everybody, so I don't know her. But
Gigi actually was here earlier. She had to leave, but Gigi was on earlier.
Oh, it's Gigi. Now I know that name.
Gigi, the crochet queen.
Yeah, I know that name. I haven't watched it, but
yeah.
Okay, and then I have
another
question.
Perfect.
This kind of goes to the vintage stuff, and maybe you guys will know this. So I'm mixed up. Okay, so my sisters and I keep telling you this. We have inherited all my mom's stuff, and so we're kind of all cleaning out all of our crochet and other crafting. And one of the things we came across is this. It's called candle wicking.
Oh, I heard of that. I've heard of that before.
And here's like here's a package that's more open.
Yeah.
How is this different from embroidery?
Well, it's using yarn instead of thread.
It looks like thread, though. I mean, the candle wicking thread, and then there's candle wicking yarn. It all looks like like crochet thread to me.
It is similar, yeah.
Just different. The way you do the stitches is a little bit different.
And you're using canvas, correct?
It is from Dr. Google. Professor Google says that candle wicking is a classic white work embroidery technique. So it is embroidery. It's just a different technique. Has a distinct style that involves stitching primarily with colonial knot stitches. So looks like you're going to be using the same kind of stitch over and over again.
It's on muslin.
Muslin. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes.
So I'm abandoning that Afghan kit my sister gave me because it's, first of all, it's 2 weight yarn.
Oh, God.
With a 4mm hook.
What?
But the main thing is that, like you were saying earlier, Kim, the directions make no sense to me. Like the way it's written, I'm like, what in the world? So I'm looking for a different project. So I might try this.
Can you show us that? I mean, I know you probably haven't gone very far, but can you show the pattern?
Yeah, hold on. I got to get it in the other room.
I'm sorry.
I see my incredibly messy house in the background because
whatever.
My kids moving, my son moving out of the basement has made a horrible.
No judgment. No judgment at all.
So the whole house is
I only judge you on your crafts. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well then here you go. You can judge this too.
No,
I'll fail.
If I don't pick on you, who will? All right. So let's see. Oh.
I can't hold it straight because of being on the phone.
Yeah. I think I see it. It's.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
It's back loop only.
Yeah.
You do 8 rows of single crochet.
Yeah. Well, that's how the ripple blankets used to be. They were single crochet in the back loop only. Yes.
then there's 8 rows of that, and then there's 3 rows of a lace pattern. And somehow my stitch count got off.
It will when you go to the next lace. It's so easy to get off stitch count, and so that's when you start thinking, I got to use stitch count, stitch markers, and put your stitch markers in there, whether you think you need them or not, because they don't tell you that in the patterns.
Yeah.
Well, just even the way it just doesn't make, some of the way it's written doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll email it to you, Chris, and you can help me understand it. But
just take pictures of the rows that are involved and send it to me that way.
Yeah.
So the ladies over in the chat have a lot of information on candle wicking. So Bev Dittmer is somebody you could talk to because she's done it. Linda Jean said that they used to actually use candle wicks back in the day. And so a couple of experienced people here that can probably help you out if you get stuck on that candle wicking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I may try that for the stitch and time thing, or I may just use some other yarn that my sister gave me that was hand-me-down scraps from the 70s and do some kind of scrappy something with her old yarn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we know you'll come up with something, so.
It was worth a try while I had a lot of time. I was off this summer, but I go back to work on Wednesday now, so.
Oh, yeah.
I may have to come up with something that's not as frustrating. After a day of work, I don't want to be frustrated.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, at this point, I just want to remind people that if you think you can't finish something, the good part about our make-alongs is I usually do a random draw from works in progress. And those people get involved in giveaways that way. And so if they don't end up getting in the grand prize, it's not the end of the world, but at least they, got to get in something.
Yeah.
But, it's just a chance for me to say that, but.
Well, and as I'm going through we're going through all of Mom's stuff and my 2 sisters who are 66 and 63 years old. They've got a huge pile. I've been crafting for about 30 years myself, so more than that. I don't really need anything else. It's just fun. It is. Share my thing. So I'll lay this out and get a good picture of it and put it in the crochet along thing. I'll put it in there so you can see the picture of it. But I'm gonna probably frog it, and maybe I'll just start a new ball and try again after I worked the whole pattern now. And where I don't understand stuff, I think I might be able to go back and do it right a second time.
The other thing I wanted to just say right here is when I learned how to crochet, I learned from my grandmother, and my grandmother used a lot of what we called stitch markers at that time, and she did it because I was 9. She used a regular bobby pin.
Yeah.
And that regular bobby pin used to go into the top of the V of your ripple. So when you go into the top, you do usually 3 single crochets into the top, and then you take that bobby pin and put it right into the middle one and go on and leave them in there, and they're perfect.
I still use bobby pins when I need to do a lot because that's what I have a lot of that are the same as bobby pins. So I did do bobby pins, and I'm having more trouble finding the decrease and understanding the decrease at the valley than I am the point at the top. So I don't know.
Maybe you just need to count your way down the V. Yeah. Make sure that you're counting 9 or whatever it is, and then you skip 2 and count 9 up. It isn't something you can be watching Outlander with.
Oh no, it doesn't sound vintage patterns, period. But
yeah.
Thank you so much, Lori, for coming on. We appreciate you always. And you're in the drawing. You're in the drawing. We'll talk.
Love you, girl. Talk to you later.
So Lori's in the drawing. We are rounded. We're in our last 15 minutes here.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yep, it's 10:45.
Wow, yeah. So this is going to be going away to somebody. Where are we then? We are on finishing stitches. Did you have anything you wanted to show for finishing stitches?
I haven't finished a thing, so nope.
Well, I have, but I have showed them. You know, most of my finishing stitches have been seen.
Yeah.
I'm working on another layout, and I did finish another lovey, and I put on a binky on this one and a teething ring so that it's a complete toy. And I've decided to go ahead and use the bear. He is the softest bear. He is so stinking soft.
Nice.
So I used the Superbly Simple design, the 3-row repeat when I did my lovey this time. I did it before with that one too, and I really like the way that you can do you can color control with this. And of course I added Lulu. I added the Lulu on the end.
Very nice. I love how that looks.
So soft. I'll be adding that to a lot of things.
So I don't have any, like, you guys see my giraffe. Oh, there it is. I've shown that on my show, I believe. So I just have him in the background there. So that's the most recent finish, but I've already shown him. So most people have seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Her, I mean, it's a girl. Sorry, it's Jenny the giraffe. Mm-hmm. All right, so I was really hoping to get the cat done, but I'm like Lori was talking about being busy with watching Outlander till 2 or 3 in the morning. I do the same thing, but it's Korean dramas.
Oh my gosh, is right. So if we don't have anything finished really huge to talk about, well, let's go right on to Hook's Happenings then. And anybody else who has a make-along, they want to shout out somebody and their make-along, please come on the show. You have one last shot. Just going to put the link down, and we're going to see if we can get any new make-alongs announced that we don't know about.
Yep, let us know. I have 2 things. I really wanted to just mention a couple things that are coming up so you can prepare for them. One is coming up real quick, so you don't have much time, but another one is the first one I'm going to talk about is hold on, it's from Mikey from the Crochet Crowd and Joanne's. Joanne's is going to have a fall stitch along 2021, and they haven't announced what the project is. This is not coming up until October, so by the time we come back for our next show, this will be getting ready to go into full swing. They haven't announced the project or anything. They're just saying that they're doing it, and usually they do a knit and a crochet version when they do this. So just FYI, it is upcoming. So you'll start seeing videos and announcements. I mean, there's already a post about it, but no real information except that they are doing it. So that's the first one I wanted to announce.
That's great. Yeah, I've seen theirs before, but I didn't ever do one. In fact, Stephanie and I are doing one of their old ones.
Oh, okay. It's nice to go back and do an old one.
Yeah, because they leave it up there. And you can do it at your own speed.
Yeah.
There's like 8 episodes, and I made a playlist for it. In my channel, I have Mikey's, the Study of Texture, and you can just go to the playlist and just watch them at your leisure. Yeah, so one of the ones that I want to announce, it's not one that is new. It's been going on a couple weeks, but it is one I like to say that we should follow, or we should help them, because there isn't a lot of men, not a lot of men at all. And Jill found a guy, and she's been promoting his yarn, and it's Paw Ply yarn. So this would work perfect for this. It's called Let's Hear It for the Boys. It is done on the Needles at the Ready, which is Ray and Kevin, and they are doing that same make along they did last year. You can use any yarn that's been dyed by a man. You can use any pattern that has been written by a man, Ross hat, right? And enter in your knit or crochet item. And I don't know, they're doing it through September, I think it is, or maybe August. So all this next month anyway. And a Ross hat doesn't take that long.
No, you can get that done just like that, especially if you do it on the bulkier yarn. So
yeah. So I think that would be cool. I have ordered some of Paw Ply yarn. I don't know when I'll get it, but I have my order in. And because Jill is out at the moment of the colorways that I chose. So yeah, that ought to be exciting to get that eventually.
Cool.
And of the Craft House Magic podcast, I follow her quite closely, and she always has some kind of make along. She has one that runs all year. And then she has one that runs for quarters. And then the other one also is Nobel Crafts, or the Make 9. It's the Make 9.
Yeah.
Post 9 projects. And what another reason why I wanted to mention her was it's all year. But you don't have to finish anything. There's no stress. There's no commitment. You can just post 9 and you can use the hashtag and stuff. And she draws winners, but you don't have to finish anything. That's what I heard on her. Is it called the Noble Crafter?
The Noble.
I can't remember that one.
Yeah.
I just thought of it just now when I was talking about Allie from the Craft House Magic, who does it all year round.
Yeah, Noble. I used to.
Yes, Linda said Jill and Daniel are doing the bot along, which we did mention. I mentioned it the other day that you pick out a crystal at Bag O' Day pattern and do it. I don't know the particulars. I don't know how long it's going on. Maybe Jean does know that. And I don't know if there's prizes because I've been a little busy and I haven't followed them, and I should have paid attention because Jill is a friend of mine, but I didn't.
So is it like is it the lady who does Noble Character Crafts? Is she the one? Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that does Make 9.
Okay. So that's it, guys. Noble Character Crafts on YouTube. All right. Wonderful. And then Ravini said she was doing the summer bag make along from Mikey from the Crochet Crowd right now. And then who else? Yeah, Linda Jean was commenting on the fact that when you do an old one like you guys are doing, you can like sort of coordinate and figure out what yarn you want to use and that kind of thing. And there's no pressure. I just don't do well when they start piling up and I'm behind, and then I just want to quit and I end up quitting. So that's why I'm not good at make-alongs. So
yeah. Some people, really love make-alongs, and I get that, and that's why I run so many of them. But other people don't want to have to finish something, and you don't. I mean, I do a lot of them that are quarterly, and I pull random winners. I do some that are yearly. I do that randomly too.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to not be able to finish something.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it. I'm like we were talking about it with Lori before, and how she is a when she does really well. She's like the opposite of me, when it comes to, she's motivated to get things done when there's a time, period within which it should be done. And I think that's great. That's why she's so prolific. But and I'm super like, I just want to do it if I feel like doing it. So that's just how I am. And sometimes I don't feel like doing it. So, But interesting fact, Angela Young put in, and I knew this from years ago. You guys remember the Rosie Greer, the football player? I remember knowing that he crocheted. I remember hearing about that many, many years ago. But she's saying he's just turning 80 years old. That's hard to believe. That means he's the same age as my mother.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's
so
crazy.
This yarn is dying to be given away, Kim.
And so is this
itching. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, however Kim wants to do it, I will go along with that. It is her channel. And so we're going to give away both of these items to the same person.
Yep.
And it's based on the girls that came in today's show. And
all right, how many do we have?
I have 8.
Wonderful. I'm going with that. I didn't count, so that sounds good to me. So 8 people came on the show. We're just going to pull up until that this giveaway at this point is closed. You can't enter because we're not at this point. This is it. We're going to pick the winner. Oh, shoot. I got to do one more happening before we go.
Oh, okay.
But random. What happened to my random number? Okay, so
Gumdrop Red Heart. Woohoo.
All right, so we're gonna pick a number between 1 and 8. Generate, and it picked number 8 is the winner.
That's Lori Armstrong.
Lori Armstrong, you won both things. That's how it went today. It just picked 8 right away. So there we go. Congratulations, Lori.
Congratulations to Lori.
Claim your prize.
Send us both a instant message, would you? I know Latoya is so sad. So sad.
Maybe she can negotiate with Lori.
She wanted that colorway so bad. She loves the loud colorways.
She loves the bright colors. I love bright colors too. Not to wear, but to make amigurumis and doll clothes and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, so let me do this last one. I know you guys have heard of or seen these beautiful that I will never make, but are so beautiful Afghans by I forgot I'll tell you the designer's name, but have you heard of Sophie's Universe? It's a beautiful one. This girl has come up with another one, and she's calling it Charlotte's Universe. And if I can get that picture on that, and it's going to be a make along, and it starts on August the 1st. I will put a link of this in the show notes eventually, but I'll go ahead and put it on both of our Facebook groups just as a post, just so you can see it as soon as possible, because August 1st is in a week or so. And if you wanted to really join in, you can start coordinating your yarns. But it's a beautiful, I wish I had the patience. Look at that detail on the corner there. Those little
yeah.
Yeah, just beautiful. I just don't have it in me to keep up, so I won't even start this. But I thought it was beautiful, and I thought I would share it. It is Charlotte's Universe, and the designer, whatever, it's from the blog is called Look at What I Made. And I think that's all I got. Yeah.
Hi to Priscilla. She just stopped.
Oh, hey, Distinctive Crochet. Thanks for popping in as we are about to shut it down, but we really appreciate you being here.
Yes. By the way, Kim, our next show will be August 20. I wrote it down. Where did I write it down? I wrote it down someplace.
Either the 21st or the 28th. I don't know. Is it the last one of the month?
Last one. It's the 28th.
All right, good. I'll be in
August 28th will be almost on top of my birthday that weekend.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, time is just flying.
Yes, it is. Well, guys, you guys have been amazing. If everybody who has been chatting it up in the chat. You guys have been so lively. Thank you so much for supporting each other, giving us good information. Bev wrote down that she said that she said she's tried all crafts, or at least she's tried. She says, I won't say I've tried all the crafts, but I've tried to try all the crafts. Yeah, that's a woman after my own heart right there. It's her own. She's a nomad, just like me. Oh man, it's been wonderful, guys.
Yes, it has.
We want to thank you. And
I hope to see everyone tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah,
10 a.m. on my channel. That'd be nice. If not, I know you're busy.
We'll be on live every Sunday. Oh, and I will say this. I've had a hard time with my lives. It's just been crazy. But second of all, they are going to end because I have to go back to work. So I won't be at home. I'll be back at work by mid August. I will be back in the office. So far, like we were hoping we were going to be able to do a hybrid, but the health system they're saying they want everybody back. But then unfortunately the cases started spiking here, so we don't know. It might change, but right now we are slated to go back. I mean, they probably won't change, even though we all think it's a bad time for us to all show back up. But I'm not fighting it. I'm just going back. And so no lives. I have to figure out another way to do lives, but I can't do live at lunch once I'm back in the office. So
yeah,
that's that. So
wow.
Anyway, gang, we'll figure out something. I hope maybe I'll end up doing something in the evening. I just have to find a time where the whole world is not doing a live. So
yeah, well, I can't. You can't do that. I mean, there's always going to be something going on that you have to work around, and that.
Distinctive Crochet is asking if we announced the winners, and we did on the last show. We picked the winners for our shenanigan along. We had a bunch of prizes. We gave away a ton of stuff.
Yes,
and so
we did.
Next opportunity is going to be this vintage make along that we just started at the beginning of July, and it goes all the way through our September show date, which is September 24th.
So August 28th, we will have random drawings from the progresses and photos, and that'll be on my Facebook page. So if you want to enter, and we don't know what we're going to give away yet. We do not know. It's all a mystery.
Yeah, we gave away great prizes last month, a ton of them. I think we had like 6 winners and really great stuff. So we like to give good gifts. So but guys, we I think that's Wednesday evenings don't have many lives. Okay. I'll consider that. Thank you, Judy. I got to figure something out because I do love connecting on the lives. I don't want to give it up completely. So, but anyway, I think that's it, right?
Yes, it is. I'm going to say bye from the East Coast.
And I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great rest of your weekend from Kim the Crafty Nomad on the West Coast. And we will see you in the next video on Facebook and for sure on the next episode of Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris. Have a good one, everybody.